Ever wonder what it's like to serve in the royal household, only to make a royal exit? Well, let's talk about Natasha Archer, who for 15 long years was the personal assistant and stylist to Kate Middleton, the Duchess of Cambridge. She was the silent force behind the Duchess's polished look, the one who made sure that Kate was always dressed to the nines. But now, after a decade and a half of service, Natasha has decided to step down. This isn't some ordinary resignation, though. Natasha isn't just leaving the royal household, she's reportedly starting her own private styling consultancy. Yes, you heard it right. She's walking away from the royal spotlight to start her own venture, and one can't help but wonder if she's leveraging her royal connections to kickstart this new chapter in her career. But let's rewind a bit and look at the journey. Natasha wasn't just a stylist, she was a confidant, a part of the royal inner circle. She was privy to the goings-on of the royal household, the secrets, the highs, the lows, and now she's chosen to walk away from it all. What does that say about the royal household? This exit is not without its share of speculation. Some say she's tired, others suggest she's seen through the royal PR machine. But whatever the reason, her departure certainly raises eyebrows. It's like a piece of the royal puzzle has decided to detach itself and find a place elsewhere. So Natasha Archer, once a steadfast royal aide, now steps into the world on her own terms. She's stepping out of the royal shadow, ready to carve out her own identity. And as she does, we can't help but wonder what this royal exit means for the House of Windsor, and what it tells us about what goes on behind the gilded doors of the palace. Here's to Natasha, marching to the beat of her own drum, leaving the royal household behind. Because sometimes, even in the most royal of settings, one must find their own path. So Natasha Archer, once a steadfast royal aide, now steps into the world on her own terms. Being part of the royal entourage is not all glitz and glamour, is it? Natasha Archer, better known as Tash, was more than just a stylist. She was a confidant, a trusted ally, and a vital part of the royal machine. Beyond choosing the perfect coat or the most elegant clutch bag for the Duchess of Cambridge, Tash was in the room where it happened, privy to the inner workings of the royal household. Her role was not limited to dressing up a princess. She was part of the fabric of the royal court itself. She ascended the ranks over the years, from personal assistant to stylist, earning promotions and enjoying the royal perks that come with such a position. Tash was part of the inner circle, the group of trusted individuals who have the ear of the royals, privy to their secrets and their lives behind the palace doors. But now, Tash has decided to step away. She has chosen to walk away from the royal life, from the glitz, the glamour, and the golden cage. She has decided to start her own private styling consultancy, using her royal connections to build her own empire. This is not a decision taken lightly, and it speaks volumes about the state of affairs within the royal household. What does it mean when one of the most trusted members of the royal entourage decides to leave? What does it say about the royal family and their golden image? It's not just about a stylist leaving her post, it's about someone from the inner circle stepping back. It's about the cracks in the golden image becoming more visible, the facade starting to crumble. As we watch Tash walk away, we are left with more questions than answers. What led to this decision? What is happening behind the closed doors of the palace? And most importantly, who will be next? If those closest to the royals are stepping back, one might wonder, are there cracks in the golden image? In the royal world, timing is everything, isn't it? Now let's dive into the curious timing of Natasha Archer's exit. Like a perfectly choreographed dance, it coincided with Kate's noticeable absence from public duties. Quite the coincidence, wouldn't you say? For months, Kate has been missing in action, with a shroud of speculation cloaking her health and image. Is it a simple case of exhaustion or something more? We can only guess. But it's undeniable that her absence has left a void, one that's filled with whispers and rumours. And just when the speculation was reaching fever pitch, Natasha Archer, Kate's long-serving stylist, walked away. Could it be that Tash saw the writing on the wall? Perhaps she knew that the spotlight, once so flattering, was about to become a harsh glare. But the palace remained silent. No statements, no heartwarming tributes, just silence. And in that silence, the speculation grows louder. After all, aren't we always told that timing is everything? And the timing here is, without a doubt, suspicious. It's like a well-played chess game. Kate steps back, Natasha steps out. And the royal watchers? Well, we're left wondering, questioning, what's really happening behind those gilded palace gates? Remember, it's not just about who's leaving, but also about when they're leaving. And the when in this case is far too convenient to be coincidental. It's almost as if the royal machine is trying to hide something, to sweep it under their plush carpets. But the truth always has a way of peeking out, doesn't it? So, while the palace continues to remain stoic in its silence, we can't help but ponder. What are they not saying? What are they trying to hide? After all, when it comes to the royal world, nothing is ever as simple as it seems. Silence can sometimes speak louder than words, and in this case, it's deafening. What happens when the royal fashion icon gets a makeover? Enter Natasha Archer, the unsung genius behind the carefully curated image of Kate Middleton, Duchess of Cambridge. For 15 years, this backstage maestro has masterminded the Duchess's transformation from a commoner to a royal fashion icon, a relatable figure that has captured the hearts of millions. Natasha's touch was unmistakable. From the selection of accessible high street brands to the inclusion of enviable designer pieces, she brilliantly balanced the Duchess's image, creating a blend of royalty and relatability. With each public appearance, Kate's style made headlines, and it was all thanks to Natasha's keen sense of fashion. But let's take a moment to look at the bigger picture. The relatable fashion icon strategy isn't new to the royal family. Meghan Markle, Duchess of Sussex, adopted a similar approach. However, the media coverage for both duchesses was starkly different. While Meghan's style was also a blend of designer and affordable pieces, the media often scrutinised her choices, labelling them as too modern or not royal enough. On the other hand, Kate's fashion choices, curated by Natasha, were met with glowing reviews, praising her for her elegant simplicity and timeless style. Was it a case of double standards, or was it the masterful work of Natasha, effortlessly managing the Duchess's image? Yet despite being the driving force behind the Duchess's successful rebranding, Natasha remained largely unseen, her contribution often overlooked. She was a key player in the royal PR machine, but rarely shared the limelight, and perhaps that's the way she wanted it. After all, the art of a successful stylist lies in making their work appear effortless, letting their client shine. As we witness the exit of this backstage maestro, we're reminded of the pivotal role she played. Without her, Kate's transformation into a relatable fashion icon might not have been as successful. And so we bid adieu to Natasha Archer, the unsung hero of the royal rebranding. Behind every successful rebranding, there are unsung heroes who rarely share the limelight. What does it mean when a royal insider walks away? It's a question that has been echoing through the halls of royal watchers worldwide. When the person entrusted with more than just the royal wardrobe decides to step down, it's certainly more than just an HR update. Natasha Archer's departure, following 15 long years of service, is not just a career move, it's a statement. It's a sign that even the royal inner circle isn't immune to the strains of the job. The media may paint a picture of unwavering loyalty, but the reality is far more complex. Could it be that the dream job of styling a princess turned out to be a royal nightmare? The implications of this exit are far-reaching. It tells us that the gilded cage of royal life isn't as shiny as it appears from the outside. It suggests that the pressure of maintaining a pristine public image, of being part of a relentless PR machine, can be overwhelming. And it hints at the possibility of a deeper discontent brewing within the palace walls. The reasons for Archer's departure are her own, of course. Yet one can't help but speculate. Was it the burnout from the high-pressure job? Was it the realization that she was merely a cog in the royal PR machine, her work often overshadowed by the person she dressed? Or was it a growing disillusionment with the royal way of life? Whatever the reasons, one thing is clear: this isn't just about a stylist walking away, it's about a trusted insider, someone who was privy to the inner workings of the royal household, deciding to step out of the royal bubble. And that, dear listeners, is a significant fallout. So as the media continues to fawn over the narrative of 15 years of loyalty, we see a different story. We see a tale of a royal insider choosing to walk away from a golden cage. In the House of Windsor, a fashion exit might just be a sign of fallout.